Hello, everybody. Happy Friends Friday. 365 days. I want to first thank the people that have given me an opportunity to shine in my community, because without them, I would never ever would have done the achievements that I have achieved. So I want to just thank Lord first. And on Monday, the night, I went to the time after 35 years. And this is the second time I went into retirement. This man that pulled me right back. But I know during election time, I'm back out here because it's very, very, very important for everyone to stand up. Someone to take somebody to the polls, and who's gonna bring that person to the poll and the other people to polls. Because the person is a child bullying other people, and they ended up in the White House. So we gotta make sure that we stop that as soon as possible. And Earl Bud is the one that I look up to, and I'm so thankful because and other people in our community that always look out for one another, especially our youth. Always encourage our youth, and that's what we need to do. Everybody in here needs to have a youth underneath your belt as being a mentor, so that they can go from ballroom.
It is important when we stand in space that we honor those who are not here. It is important to remember those who died so we may be free. So may I have just a moment of silence? Ashe. I thank the National Trans Visibility March and everyone who organized this event and everyone who thought enough of me to include me as an honoree tonight. As someone who is the oldest person in this room, and as an elder, and I look out, my soul is so full. My soul lights up with joy. I was at another event before I came here, and they couldn't get it together. I said, I'm sorry. I have to leave. You don't understand. I've got to be over at HRC. I must be there. And I've got to go to 2 more when I leave here, so I'll be jetting on my broom shoulder. So as the high priestess of love, and the kindness and compassion is my ministry. I instruct you to love yourself and love your people who love you. Understand that some people might not love you, and that's okay, because you have to love yourself enough to know that other people don't matter. As the queen of the shameless plug, I encourage you to share your talents, promote yourself, build social and professional networks, advocate for community, encourage each other, mentor young people, support local organizations, volunteer your time, make donations, and of course follow me on Blue Sky Substack. All forms of social media. That's RAYCEN. As the Empress of Pride, I decree to you to deserve to be happy during Pride Month. To know that transgender, intersex, two-spirit, non-binary, and gender non-conforming people, essentially, are part of the LGBT and queer communities. I ask all should have fun. And you can't be good unless you be careful. As the goddess of DC, I remind you That DC is more than a capital crime monument or parades or festivals or politics. The residents of DC deserve full representation in Congress and the representatives of all 8 wards and vote in every election. DC has a history of transgender people, especially Black trans women, who have been brave and determined, who have made a way for all of us to stand before you today. I stand beside one of them. Early Bud is my sister in this journey. Names that you will never know, but some you do. People like Valerie Spencer. My God. Folks like Monroe Elise. Monroe. Cherry, the Bloom. Miss Carry On. Young people doing it. I'm so proud to see you break through those doors and walk in your truth and live it. Before I leave, remember, light always outweighs the dark. Peace and blessings. If you see me anywhere, make sure you speak. I speak back. We gotta love on each other more than we love on each other. Some of you girls coming here giving me body, yada, yada, yada. Down! I was young once.
Oh, you're still serving.
And I managed. But when we enter spaces, it is important to acknowledge each other. Give a sister a hug, a wink, a nod. Say, I see you. And you are working it. I see you. Acknowledge each other. I love you and God bless you. To Marissa, God bless you, sister, for giving me this Grace Jones effect. Down. I'm going over my 2 minutes. But when you are up to 100, I deserve every minute. When you're 3 centuries old, you deserve all of them. So I thank y'all, and I have to go on and continue to be the light. But when that day comes, and I know that I will say goodbye, that the young people, I can smile and know that y'all doing the work. Keep kicking butt and taking names.
Thank you so much to the Letters. Please give it a one more time, please. We greatly appreciate all the work that you ladies do. Like I said, it doesn't go unnoticed. It does not. It does not. With that, I'm going to go ahead and continue on with the awards. We want to get into our first award for readers. Now, like, that was an award too, don't get me wrong. But like I said, the front half of the award show today, and we want to give this first award to the awardee by the name of Nora Norman from Harvard, just to be able to give you the spotlight to kind of tell your story. So we want you to come up here. That's fine. We can accept only the half. Okay, yeah, I'll say. Okay. Go ahead.
Clearly, I'm not Nor. Nor cannot make it tonight. Nor is a trans man who is a student at Harvard Divinity. And Marissa and I had an opportunity to be at Harvard. We met Nor, and I just want to say that hands down, Harvard is walking the walk. They are walking the talk. And so we wanted to honor Nor and Harvard Divinity.
Go ahead and hand it right back to Gina. We'll go to our second award for tonight.
Hello, everyone. So I'll give my most bomb introduction. My name is Regina Livingston, and I am the founder and executive director of Unspoken Treasure Society. And one of the reasons that I'm here tonight is I came to the National Trans Disability March on its first year,
My God.
which was 2019. And that's where my blossomed, because I knew finally what advocacy really was. And so I went home with a fire up under me. And I started speaking. I started having rallies and I started fighting for my community because I finally knew what it looked like. So I just wanted to say that little piece. Unspoken Treasure Society is located based out of Gainesville, Florida. And we have a drop-in center also in Jacksonville, Florida. And we have a chapter in Atlanta, Georgia. If you want to look us up, you can go online and look up www.unspokensociety.org. So to move forward with our next award, we want an award from UCC. Miss Rachel Ward. Okay, you can just introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have asked if you were stunning and you were up in that gym. So my full name is Rachel, but recently I have recognized within me that I feel more like myself with R, just the letter. And I'd like to say that today, I think it's the first time publicly at an event, so we had the empowerment service earlier today that the United Church of Christ sponsors. We've been in proud partnership with the National Trans Disability March since the beginning. And R was spoken into, the ether in a way that I can't imagine doing that in any other space for the first time. So I just want to say, so I am the Minister for Gender and Sexuality Justice at the United Church of Christ at our national setting. It's a really long title, right? But who I really am is I'm a queer, trans, non-binary person. My pronouns are they, them, and I'm a person of faith. And that matters. Stand up and I get to say that out loud. I might be speaking to someone in the audience or speaking to someone on the live stream and reminding them that they are divine as they are. I have been in this work of ministry for over a decade. I care so deeply about queer people, specifically trans and non-binary people, knowing that they were made perfectly wonderful as they are, and that we are honestly the image of God unfolding and blooming and transforming all of them. I won't be with you at the pre-rally, but we will be with you, meeting with you. As you march down Sunday, you will meet up with a group of faith folks, all faith walks, and we're going to march around you in solidarity and in siblinghood together. Because we know that being proud and out loud comes with a weight in this moment in particular, and we want you to know that you're not alone. And so something I said in the empowerment service that I want to say here, because I am Christian, but I'm Christian in the sense of the way it actually is, not the way it is viewed. Sunday is Pentecost in the Christian church. Pentecost is like the weirdest moment in the liturgical calendar of the church there is. It's just trans, right? It's the moment when God unleashes the Spirit to all of the people. The Spirit goes within them, and the fire is lit. A fire is lit, and we do not remain silent. And I think that's really, really prolific. For the day that we're going to go march together is Pentecost. And so I want to remind and say in this moment that trans people are we are the image of God in a way that is incapable of explaining in language. We're so holy, we're so divine, we're always transforming, we're always being transfigured, we're always becoming. And that's what I believe God does, God that I claim. Spirituality can be different for all of us, right? But I want you to know that everywhere I'm looking right now, I see the image of God. I see the creation in you. And we get to go be loud and proud and bold on Pentecost, okay? When we are supposed to be the loudest about love. We're gonna do that together on Sunday. It's an honor to receive this award. And I am that we get to continue to be in partnership. This is my favorite thing that I get to do each year in our programming. Because this is exactly what God calls us to do. To be siblings, to be in community, to reconcile and harm somebody, to not put somebody down when somebody is up, to ensure that we're being good to each other. We need each other more than ever right now. So we can't silo our organizations, we can't silo one another. We have to stand with each other, we have to be with each other. We might have to lay down and cry with each other occasionally, but we do this together. And we are our future, we are the movement. So give yourself an embrace. Give your neighbor a hello, tell each other, I love you if you feel capable, because honestly, this is it. This is heaven on earth right here. This is that. So thank you so much.
Give it up one more time for all the work, please. Thank you. All right, so we love y'all. So thank you, UCC, who is one of our board partners here. We want to make sure that we give the space to give a little bit more about what they do and kind of what their business is. We want to make sure that with time, and like I said, as we go through the rest of the awardees, that when you come up here, we want to just, like I said, give you your award. Step to the left, to my left, to your right. Here to the right, take pictures with Marissa and Dr. Elijah, and then like I said, we're going to keep the score rolling, okay? All right, I love y'all. Don't sound so sad. Next on the awards, we want to give this award to somebody who is absolutely outstanding. You see her face everywhere you go, to be completely honest. I've met this individual a while back, and she has been absolutely amazing, very loving, gave a very family dynamic. So with that, from the Human Rights Campaign, right here in DC, we want to give this award right now to Tori Cooper. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay. I'm saying, can you hear me? Yeah, I got you.
People who are responsible for every single thing that you see here today. I would be remiss if I didn't thank Marchai, and I still can't pronounce his last name. But Marchai is the director of building something. So let's say all of the decorations that you see were not here 24 hours ago. The chairs were not here 10 hours ago. Also want to thank Nick Harris for making sure that the folks at our special tables had gift bags, and every single person involved with HRC that helped to make tonight a success. I want to thank you all. First of all, welcome home. HRC is the largest LGBTQ plus advocacy organization in the country. It's the place that keeps my lights on, but it's also home. We have an incredibly not great history with trans people. And I am so proud of the fact that we are working every single day to change that. So We didn't go over housekeeping, but I'm gonna take another minute to go over housekeeping. So there are two restrooms, there's one immediately right here next to I, where the red balloons are, and there's another that's on the opposite side. And, feel free to use whichever restroom you want to, they both have locks. Don't smoke in front of the building, you might get arrested because it's still DC. The patio is open. Govern yourselves accordingly. There is a lot of food. Eat it. It is yours. To what with the food? Eat it. Why? It is ours. There is a lot of drink. Drink it. Responsibly. Because it's yours. I actually don't have anything else to say, but thank you. We're a large group who are working very to change the course of the trajectory of our community. I encourage you to check out our website, hrc.org, for any resources that you need anywhere in the country and anywhere in the world to make sure that you are living your best life and that the folks that you work with and work for are living their best life. Yeah, thank you. So for the next award, I don't think I see either one of them in the building either. So was the transgender law center? So we'll take a moment to bring on the transgender law center.
You look beautiful, right? We got 1 minute. All right, thank you so much. What an incredible honor, especially from an organization so rooted in community like the National Trans Visibility March, and especially at a time when community is so crucial to our survival and our thriving. At TLC, we take community very seriously. From our programs to our litigation, our work is rooted in community care. Our programmatic work is steeped in the lived experiences of trans and non-binary people across the country. Our disability project centers the lived experiences of deaf and disabled transgender people. Positively Trans lifts trans people living with HIV into mentorship and leadership. Our prison mail program informs our legal work, including our most recent win in Kingdom v. Trump, where our lawyers won a preliminary injunction stopping the administration from enforcing its cruel ban. Our coalition brings together trans and non-binary leaders from across the country to hone their leadership and build the movement of care. Now, I wish Mariah Moore, who you all know, our incomparable director of policy and programs, was here, and our boss. Because she says it better than we ever could. To quote her, care is our legacy. What that means to us is that before we could access coverage for life-saving care, before we could play on sports teams with our friends, before we had access to employment non-discrimination protections, we had each other. We had movements and legacies of care that span generations, and these movements are not susceptible to the whims of cruel politicians or the arbitrary decisions of unelected judges. So today we're gathered as a community to care for one another again. The National Trans Visibility March is a powerful living example of how strong our legacy of care is. Just look at the beauty in this room. Look at the quilt of care we have sewn together over the days and weeks and months of preparation and gathering. Thank you so much from one organization that understands the importance of care to another. We got us, we got each other, and we always have.
Thank you, Trans, the last and another. Well, I'm familiar with this next person that we're gonna be awarding. And she's an amazing young lady. And she represents the Lavender the Lavender Rights Project, and her name is Brianna. And then, well, I knew we were getting this award, but I didn't know I would be here, doing this by myself, so I had no speech ready, but, I will. I'm an attorney by trade. Made it please the court. So, I just want to talk a little bit. I want you to be out there. Go ahead and speak. No. We are Lavender Rights Project. We are Black Trans Led Advocacy Organization. Black Trans Advocacy Organization in the country. I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I started my advocacy career in Baltimore. I wish Aya was here because I'm so proud of Aya for just continuing the stuff that she stepped out. She stepped out real quick for continuing the stuff, for continuing the work in Baltimore. People don't understand. When I came into advocacy, when we talk about looking up elders, I have to look up my elders in Baltimore. Sydney Kimbrough, Lauren Stokerman, Monica Yorkman. Those ladies are still alive, and because of those ladies, I stood on their shoulders when I was able to do the work that I did. In Baltimore, I did it in a time where I was told as a Black trans woman that I would never have my own advocacy organization. That the best thing that I could do is do testing and to shut up and to make my $10 an hour. And that's the best that I was gonna be able to do as a college graduate. And when I tried to stand up and I tried to do that, I was laid off from my job. I had to go back to sex work and I had to go back and take a job at Walgreens making $6 an hour. Trying to figure out how I was gonna pay my bills. So to see how far we have come in such a short amount of time, which is, brings me hope. And I just want to talk about my personal story about the Lavender Rights Project. So I was working at one of the national transgender civil rights organizations running the Name Change Project. And I resigned from my job. I quit from my job because I was dealing with discrimination, racial discrimination at one of the largest transgender civil rights organizations in this country. Wow. And I was pushed out of my job. Nobody tried to save me. Nobody tried to do anything. And I was to the point where I was going to do Uber. As a licensed attorney, a Black trans woman attorney, I was going to do Uber, do whatever I could. I couldn't put an ad on Craigslist because such the cost to shut Craigslist down, but I knew that I deserved better. But what was also happening at the same time was I was a part of the Black Trans Legal Professional Support Group that was co-ran by this lady. And we had met earlier at Create and Change that year in San Francisco. And I remember when I left my job and I think we had a meeting that Friday. And I didn't know what I was going to do, and I was just talking, and he was like, wait right here. And about 2 weeks later, I had an interview, and that's when I came to the Lavender Rights Project, and I was really able to take off and take my career to the next level. I mentor so many Black trans people who are currently in law school, who graduating from law school, and I just want to let you know that if I can do it, you can do it too. I'm not doing anything it's all about the community, the people that you keep, and the people that pour into you, my family, my trans community that I brought with me, the Black cis women that get it, that have been supporting me, the Black queer women who I was in law school with. But I never get awarded. I'm the type of person, I say what I mean and I do what I say, and then you either like me or you don't. But for the people that do fuck with me, you know I'm a real person. But when you're real, it makes it harder for you to push through because you're not the girlfriend type. But I'm thankful for this honor. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you, the National Trans Visibility March. Thank you, Jalen. And I'm just, thank you for the honor. I'm so honored. Thank you.
All right, so we're gonna continue on with this agenda here. So next, we want to go over to our next awarding of the O'Neill Institute. We want to get this award to Jeffrey Farley, here tonight. So please give it up to Jeffrey Farley. Thank you. Yeah, one thing, please, Jim.
First of all, let me just say thank you. It's really an honor to be recognized by the National Trans Disability March. Our work in short is to bring together community and government policymakers to grapple with tough issues, mostly racial identity. I was in some ways reluctant to work on trans issues because I felt like we'd been turnover, like, who are we? And it was really Marissa that was like, no, we need you to do this. She introduced me to Dr. Elijah, and now, like, the level of affection I have for both of them is overwhelming, but there's so many partners. But just really quickly, I've been really reflective in the last couple of weeks. I gave a TED Talk, and it ended up turning into like the story of my life with HIV. I'm HIV negative, but in 1981, I was 16, realizing I was gay, so it started at the beginning. But a formative time for me was at NAPWA in the mid-90s, the National Association of People with AIDS. Like the first trans person, one of the first trans people I met was Berlin Buck. So as I'm sitting here reflecting on all these things and to see you honor her, it just feels great. And then, I'm old, so now I start to think about who's going to come behind us. And there's so many great people here. But like I met Lily today, but Jake Jones, I know, is like a rock star. And so it's just exciting to me to look at the future and know that you're going to make a brighter future, even though we're in the dark present. So thank you very much. And it's great to be here.
Before we get into the next award, I want to give a quick shout out that we just got. We want to let you all know that we have 10 free tickets. 10 free tickets to the HRC's brunch tomorrow at 10 a.m. So make sure that you RSVP. I'm gonna have an RSVP to Suzanne.bar@hrc.org. Okay, I will spell it. And y'all ready? I got y'all notes out? Y'all got y'all notes out? I don't see no phones over there. That is a shame. Y'all want 10 free tickets? All right, I got you. All right, here we go. SUZANNE .BARR@hrc.org. One more time, that is SUZANNE.BARR@hrc.org for your 10 free tickets. Make sure you RSVP. Thanks. For our next award, you want to give it off to the Christopher Project. We want to give this award out to Tyler Hack. What is it? On behalf of Tyler, it's okay. Yeah, you got Tyler.
Hello, I am not Tyler. I am Liana Friedman. I use they, them pronouns. Tyler was on TV earlier, so that's why they're not here. But you can catch it on Fox 5 at 11:30 p.m. But I am so grateful to be accepting this award. Thank you so much to National Trans Disability March and all of you for being here. This has been an incredible experience, being surrounded by trans people. I grew up in Orange County, California, and went to school in Washington, D.C. And I was pretty much the only trans person I knew for a really long time. So this is really cool. And thanks for showing me that there is community. It's really special. So really quick, Christopher Street Project, we are a sort of new 6-month-old organization dedicated to educating and electing champions for trans rights. We are focused on a federal level in Congress, making sure folks have the right talking points, the right messaging, and the right resources to be elected. Because as we know, there are many people that do not have those things. So we're trying to change that, and I'm so grateful for all of you supporting us in that effort. It takes a village for sure, And I know all of you are also doing that work, so thank you so much, and I will pass it back.
I just wanted to reiterate something that, Precious was saying a little earlier. When you have a tisk with your sister or your brother or someone that you know that you love, make sure you make up with that person. Because life is short. I was able to hug the neck of a young lady that I hadn't spoken to in about a year. Over some foolishness. And it felt so good. So love on your people. Love on your people. Our next award is going to the Bronner Foundation. And it's Miss Mia Bronner. Or if there's someone here that can accept the honor.
I am going to accept this on the honor of honors.
Thank you. And our next awardee is from the Blue Organization. Summer Johnson. One back. Yeah.
My name is Matt Wesley, and I'm one who's going to come to Flume. For those that don't know, Flume is a fully virtual provider of transgender healthcare. We're actually one of the largest providers of transgender healthcare in the world. Actually, recently, we just celebrated our 40,000th patient. Human rights. Fucking human rights. Anyway, mine is a story with Ally, my best friend, Dr. Jerica, who should be here. We met in our first year of medical school, and long time ally of the queer community, but she came out to me as trans about 6 years ago. 3 months later, we started Flume together, and it's been a journey of 6 years. Dr. Elijah supported us in 2019, 2020, when we were both starting our organizations, and it's a surreal moment to be here, full circle, yes, and to be able to be mutually supportive. This idea of one community and being in coalition is something that we believe in, and it's humbling to have Flume mentioned as an organization in the same breath as the powerful trans elders here, of the shoulders of the giants that we stand on, and to the organizations doing this amazing work every day. A good friend of mine told me that the interpretation of Shabbat is one way of translating that is something called a cathedral in time. And it's the power of ritual. And what it does is it creates a space that is protected from the flow of time and experience so we can honor the sacred. And I believe that this right here, this space is a cathedral in time. We are honoring the sacred, we are honoring the work, and we're honoring the joy and power of the trans experience. As a non-trans individual bearing witness to the trans experience, I find that it is a community that embodies authentic and unapologetic expression more so than any other community in the world, in the human experience. And that is a human journey. That is something that anyone can and should aspire to. It's something that I am inspired by, and I feel humbled to be standing alongside all of you day by day doing this work. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much for the poem. Thank you so much. As you can see over the agenda, this next award goes to someone that many of you do know. And I think that I want to give this individual all their time to speak. I think it's going to be extremely important to hear. So this next award goes to NMAC and the awardee of the Tony Newman.
Everybody, I run Inmax Justice Center, and we work with partners, Planned Parenthood, ERA, and WCP, and we're also fighting for you with the laws at the Senate and the House. We will be fighting, with 2 lawsuits possibly coming up for you to get what you need. We're gonna lose for that. Let's be honest, we're gonna lose that case because we have it in a Republican court. The race is not given to the swift. It's given to the one who endures to the end. So we're gonna lose a lot of cases, but we're gonna keep fighting. And on behalf of Paul Kawada and myself and the MAC team, I want to invite you to USCHA. Magic Johnson as a Thursday, Cookie and Magic will be the guest speakers at USCHA. And I will be running a full-fledged trans institute. So if you're interested in attending USCHA, email me, Polly@NMAC.org. We're fighting for you. We believe in you, and so does Paul Kawada. Our ED will be retiring next year. Much love and God bless.
Yes, thank you, because we're also honoring trans in work. And I just want to say publicly thank you to Tony for really believing in not just the National Trans Visibility March and the Global Trans Equity Project, but believing in planting in me. And so I would say thank you, and we want to award Trans Can Work as well.
So I'm the chair, Martha, Director of Workforce Development. The team is here. Martha, come and tell them who Trans Can Work is. This is Martha Gomez.
I also is, I can be. Well, thank you, Tony. So Trans Can Work, we are really dedicated to economic empowerment. We're doing the work right now, mostly in California and LA, to try to make sure that we are having access to those good paying jobs and not just those entry level jobs. You know, we deserve to thrive in the workplace. And so, I do have my card, so come see me. I would love to have most of you. We do host a virtual webinar, that is accessible to anyone. And so if any of you are interested in donating, we can pay actually, so not so much donating some of your time to kind of talk about your journey, your pathway, your current goals. We want people to, you know, the whole thing is if you can see it, you can be it. And so we want to make sure that people have access to seeing the good things, the joy in being trans and being successful and working with community. So come see me, please, if you're interested. And thank you, Tony, who kind of saved Trans Can Work from being closed about 1.5 years ago. You know, we lost funding like a lot of nonprofits. And so Tony came through, found our funding, and we're able to now continue the work that I feel is very important. So thank you so much, and thank you all.
As we get into the last award of the night, we want to give a special honor out to the Hyatt Regency of Crystal City. And this awardee is going to be going to the Betsy Jones to represent that organization. Betsy, are you here? Maybe not. No, Betsy. We're going to do it on behalf. I'm going to say mention pictures. Okay. I need you on behalf for Betsy Jones.
So this next award goes to the Hyatt Regency, specifically Crystal City Hyatt Regency. And we want to just award Betsy Jones and her team and say thank you so much for being our host hotel. They have been wonderful. I don't know if they're here, we don't have to do, but we just want to shout out and recognition to the Hyatt Regency, Crystal City.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate you. I'm gonna bring Regina back up here. We want to give a round of applause to all of our awardees of the night.
Yes, yes.
So Myself and Regina, we just want to give our close remarks. We want to just thank you all for being here. Oh, so we want to give you the mic real quick.
So I want you all to give Troy Washington a thunderous round of applause, please.
So I'm Troy Washington Reynolds, founder and executive director of the Transformative Collective Project. I'm also the founder of Leon Rouge Home and Beauty Products, which is a home and beauty fragrance line I created. I created it because I wanted a possibility model. I created it because when I need resources and I love smelling good and I love beautiful skin, I didn't have the money to do it myself, so I started creating my own products. One of the things that I had visions for doing lately was using that as a leadership model to pour back into women like myself. So what you have in your gift bags are products that was created by Leon Rouge, but it was partnered with Transformative Color Healing Project. And my ladies and all of my sisters, my siblings and my kids and my family, they were the ones that made the products in those bags. So what you'll see is you'll see the tokens of love and leadership that was made from my team and T-Wop that you'll be able to purchase on our site.
We got actually a surprising award to give out. Real quick before I give that award, we want to make sure that you get all your bags. You can get those at the exit once you go out. So make sure that you got that before you leave. So our last award actually for tonight is going to go to Lambda Legal. So we want to make sure that we get that award out to Lambda Legal too. So please, if you do not know that. Please give a round of applause. Come on now.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much on behalf of Lambda Legal. My name is Allie Curry, she, her pronouns. I'm here with my colleague Sammy, they, them pronouns. And we are just so grateful to Dr. Elijah and the whole team. Ooh, there's blue in here. Let's touch my hair. This is a great honor, and it's so amazing to be here in community with you all today. And so this award belongs to not only just one person, it's an entire team of brilliant paralegals, amazing legal advocates, amazing litigators, brilliant litigators, who are out there fighting for the rights of us, everyone who has experiences like ours, and people who don't have experiences like ours. And it's incredibly important that we take some time to really think about the things that we do. We work tirelessly in courts, we work in legislatures, we work in prisons, making sure that our siblings get what they need while they're incarcerated. And this is incredibly important for us to give this recognition for the work that we've been doing for years and years and years. So we're fighting not only cases that are trans issues, but in all kinds of issues, because we recognize that we are the core of everything. We are the foundation of civil rights litigation. We are the blueprint, right? And so if we're not making sure that our trans siblings are at the forefront and getting what they need, we are not doing our jobs correctly. And so I just really want to thank you all again for recognizing the work that we have done and the things that we can do to improve. And this is just such a great honor. Sammy, do you have anything you'd like to add?
Sylvia Rivera, buenas noches, and Marsha B. Johnson will be so proud of you all because you are the living, the hope and the dream of those trans pioneers that envisioned this for all of us today. So I want you to be very proud of yourself. Lambda Legal, many, as Tori mentioned, the national LGBTQ organizations owe a lot to the trans community. And that's what the everything, in fact, because they founded our movement. Lambda Legal has dedicated over 70 lawsuits to fight for transgender rights. We have sued the Trump government 7 times. We have the trans military case. We have the trans gender affirming care case, and we won a preliminary injunction. We have the passport case, we have the identity document, and we have 2 DEIB cases. And we say to Trump, we'll see you in court. And we might lose Carnegie, we do not know, but I have a special announcement. We have been fighting so hard with ACLU, our co-counsels Carnegie, and we are alongside Ali, me, and the Black trans woman Lala Sanel are organizing a nationwide uprising. It's gonna be called Proud and Free, United for Trans Rights. And by the way, in your speech, you finished it with proud, free. Those are the words of our national activations. There's over 300 organizations that are gonna come out the day that Scramedi comes out. If you don't know what Scramedi is, it's our case for gender affirming care that is up in the Supreme Court. So when that case comes, we're gonna be in the streets. And so we're asking every single one of you, if you haven't heard of this, on a Saturday after the decision, we're gonna come out in every single city in America and we're gonna march proud and free, united for trans rights for them. They can hear us as Martha said, we pay no mind and we're gonna have a revolution for our trans rights. So please join us, and if you haven't heard, join Ali and I to march for our rights. Thank you so much.
The Black trans community is at the forefront of every single thing we do. Thank you so much for everything. We really appreciate you, Dr. Elijah. Thank you.
One more thing, honor to, we might be seen as national organizations, but I want to thank our trans lawyers. There are trans lawyers working on these cases. Sasha Booker, Carl Charles, Ethan Rice, and so many others. Thank you for the work that you are doing. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the ladies and gentlemen, they, them, on and on and on. Oh, we have the video now. So, we'll let you know what we're doing.
I know. Because I know that's fine. Just my mother's smell. My mother. Okay. It's that small. Usually, especially when I'm in a pulpit in the church, I'm like, what's about you going? Hey, that's the truth. Smile, smile and wave. As my grandma used to say, the first lady, smile and wave no matter what they say. Smile and wave no matter what they say.
Okay. Everyone, I want you to stand to your feet. Everyone stand to your feet. And right now, what we're gonna do for closing remarks, we're gonna bring on the woman who is the vision and the reason we are all standing here. Give it up for Marissa Miller. As soon as she's gonna take her picture. I want the whole room. Can I have the whole room? Can I have the whole room for a second? Everybody out of the second room, come out. Please, let us close. Let us close. Come this way, please.
Let's hold space. Let's hold community. And before we do, I want to thank all of our sponsors for all of the amazing help. Can I have the floor? Can I have the floor? Thank you. We want to thank all of our sponsors for being here. I want to give a special thank you to Layton, who is a part of my sister's house. I was short. Can I tell the story? I was short probably about $10,000-15,000 when I called Kayla. I said, Kayla, I gotta make the goal. Kayla said, well, girl, last year you didn't thank me. Because we forgot to thank sponsors last year. So I want to make sure that I say a special thank you to you for hopping on that plane, because I know you have plans, and for Kayla, for all of our sponsors, Nathan, TY. I'm not gonna start calling them because I'll forget some. So to everyone that has believed in what we've done, we started in 2019 with over 5,700 people on Freedom Plaza. This was not my vision. I would be remiss if I didn't honor Lynn Morrison. Lynn Morrison is the visionary one. It's all of our dreams to merge. Lynn is the one who poured into me to be the vessel to move it. And over the last 7 years, I did my very best. I gave all that I had. The good, the bad, the ugly, all of it.
And the beautiful.
Because I believe in community. And so, two things. Next year, 2026, we will be in Puerto Rico. Now, y'all start texting me into my inbox talking about how can I get involved. Then y'all get on Facebook and read me about how can I get involved. So here's an open invitation to join us in Puerto Rico, September 2026 will be in September. And Dr. Light, if you come here for 1 second. I have said this before, and I'll say it again. I'm probably not the easiest person to work with. Dr. Light talked about his military background and how stern he is, but I can also be very stern. Very stern. Get the job done, right? And I would be remiss if I didn't honor you for your sacrifice, for your yes, for the mess, for everything that you stood in, not just for the march, but for your journey. I tell you, there's a greatness over your life. So I want to celebrate you as your colleague, as one of your friends, and give you this award to tell you that you absolutely appreciate you.
I don't do the work for recognition or for an award or for any of those things. I do this work because it's my calling and it's my joy. And my mission in life is to spread light around the universe and raise consciousness in the earth. And so I feel that it's done tonight. It's been done this week, and I know that it's going to be done when we march in solidarity. This is such a beautiful world, more than I could ever imagine. And I'm just so grateful to see where we go from here. Thank you. Everybody who are done for the evening, there are gift bags on the way out. Grab your drink. What time is it? So you have 10 minutes. We have to be at the HRC at 9 o'clock.
Don't do us like, I mean,
10 minutes with the bartender.
we don't let it happen.
The bartender, please get your name and thank you so much, Regina. And thank you, Amari. We're gonna get a group picture, please. As much as we can, let's get a group picture. Let's get a group picture.
You the gowns now on so yeah. Oh, so yeah. I need stuff. Yes, I need. Building project. That's fun. I'm relaxing. This year, we move to the 17th. Can we move to the 17th? Can we move to the 17th for group photo? Can we move? No more keynote. We're doing group photos. Group photos. They got everything. Group photo. Come on, group photo. How are you? Group photo. Child, I thought you were group photo. And I need to say, group photo. And you can trust me to. Please move in for group photo, please. Everyone, move in for group photo. Liana. Everyone, move in for group photo, please. Come on there. Okay. Group photo. Let's get a group photo, please. Everyone. Group photo. Move in, move in, move in. Trying to catch up. Move in, move in, move in. Okay. Move in. Yeah, I know George. Ask him. Move in, move in, move in. Good time. Move in, move in, move in. Move in. Move in, move in, move in. Move in. We're in the photo. Move in. They like everybody. Come on, group photo. Come on, come on. Be a part of history. This is a historical year for us. They thought we weren't going to be here. They told us we couldn't come and we came anyway.
This is my partner, Allison. Hi, Allison. I have heard your name. Good things. You know, all that things. You know, look, I can always do that. And you know what? I feel hot love for you, right? Hey. Absolutely. Let me feel what I need to talk about for the facts. That's right. Okay. We got to do this. Yes, no, that's real. No, that's it. No, that make it better. Good. I'm glad you saw. It's good. It's good. It was, yeah, it's really cool. I really liked it. Dana was really amazing. Have you heard his name? She's so nice. She's so positive. She's like the most favorite anti-social person ever. And when she like gets on the stage, she just thinks awesome. Yeah, it's awesome. Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It was about
fun, like
exactly. What? Okay, well, everyone is
my dad is in the nonprofit space, and we got
Yeah. We can go into it. I'm dead.
Everybody go to the website. Transcribe, forgot you want now. Forgot you want now, but you.
I want to talk to you more about
Right now,
my God.
yeah, so we're too much of everything is must be having a must be having a actual like talk of it. September, October.
Puerto Rico.
Oh, well, I think Puerto Rico. There's something else. Yes, we're not. Bigger actual.
If anyone is missing a phone,
Not holding. Agreed. They would be. You're working with us. It's taking a lot of weight. So we're kind of trying to we're still ourselves partner of you where gaps need to be filled by
Where is it?
it's in Massachusetts. Sebastian. We're supposed to clean up?
Yeah.
You need help?
I think it's
Okay. There's one right here too.
Yeah. Bagley is an organization in Massachusetts.
Okay.
And they do services for transplant.
Okay.
And they have a lot of money.
Okay, thanks. No, it's not.
And no, you're so good. Listen, I mean, I don't know if you've met like formally, but I've been in your email and talks about it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing I'm doing the Sunday bit with Christopher Street. Yeah.
Thank you. It was very detailed on this. I need it.
Good, good. I'm glad. Nice to meet you. Bagley, Bagley. Bagley.
They have a partnership. Fine.
Right, that's hilarious.
Together. Go far, they can't go far.
It happened. It's over.
Oh, you know,
You're welcome. Yeah. And then
my schedule's been tomorrow.
tomorrow.
I don't know about that. That's about all I know.
If you're saying something,
Yes, I'm saying, actually, probably give me the one question. Talks about what kind of being things. So,
that's cute.
I'm gonna change it.
Kind of from around there. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's all right. I'm waiting for the party.
Tyler is staying with my
Here, I'll carry.
I love your get your
Both Sydney, both Daddy, both just divine.
I'm saying, oh my God, this bag is for you. This bag is for you. No, it's true. Let me go say this. Well, that's what you guys have. Supposed to see. That's what they do.
So it's so still curious of innocent I'll jump. Yeah. I gotta wait till this. I gotta wait till this. I can't. I gotta get money to this. No, literally, that really wait for this presidency to end. But I would never get involved with that. That paycheck could never work. So I'm gonna think something basically out of the box. I'm gonna be away from my kind of just okay, that's not my nice myself.
They love that.
I'm right. Well, it's I feel like myself. Much love part, man. All right. I need to make